Okay, so I guess, Betsy, since you're the guest here, you can start by saying hello.
Hi, I'm Betsy, Warlord of Noodles. That's all.
Hello! I am Hikarian from the last live stream. I'm just hanging around here. Because why not?
And hello, my name is rickkmurray, and I do stuff on the internet.
He does do stuff. That's true.
Alright, today we are animating, puppets, I guess, of ourselves. Sif, were you gonna animate?
I'm gonna be the puppeteer.
Okay.
I control everything you do.
So Sif will be drawing herself up here, where I drew this circle here. I'll be... What side of the stage did you want to take, Betsy?
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you that. I'll be on the, right, I don't know.
The right side? Okay. She'll be animating
Sure.
a puppet version of moi on the right side, and I'll be animating a puppet version of her avatar on the left side. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna look really, really cool. I'm gonna be completely honest with everyone. I have never animated puppets before. Most of this was actually Betsy's idea, if for those of you who watch her stuff can tell.
I like dolls! And creepy things!
Because we were throwing in a few ideas at the time, and then she just goes, "Oh, I have an idea. How about we like do puppets and stuff of each other?" I'm like, "That's really cool." And then I sort of sat back and thought, I have no idea how puppets move. I have a question actually before I answer that one. What are you making my puppet do, by the way, just so I know what to animate? Because right now I'm just kind of making yours dance.
Spastic feeling. There's no specific dance. I'm not gonna do like a ballet or anything.
Okay, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, I'll move that arm this way and that way randomly.
I watch a lot of Princess Tutu. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is for Rick, but I guess it's sort of for everyone. What is your opinion on the YouTube changes that don't allow animators to be able to practically gain a living off of that?
I think it's shit. I hate it.
I'm more realistic in that I never expected it to be any good in the first place. So, no, this is not at all shocking to me.
For those of you who were wondering why I was cancelling War in Minecraft, there's your answer. I can't animate really high quality stuff anymore and make a living off it, so I have to dumb down my art style quite a bit.
I guess I haven't really had a taste of being able to make a living off of animation. It's still just because I kind of want to do it.
Nah, I've had to go. I had to go and get a real job, is what they call it. That explains why the cry melody sounded really nice.
My brother's in barbershop, so he taught me that particular one. My brother is Mr. Shoots.
I dare to say it. Sing that sing it now for everybody.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay, maybe. Let's see if I can do this right now, unwarmed up.
Vocal fry if you need to.
Cry, I made you cry. It's probably not in the right key.
I don't care, that sounded great. Whoa, whoa.
Yay!
Thank you. I have, is Rick a girl? And that is, no, he's not.
Yes, I'm the only woman in the village. Elohid.
Because that's what I am, a lady.
Well, possibly not Rick Murray, because that's your name. Where did you get your name?
Yeah, do you want to go first, or should I?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Me, Warlord of Noodles is because I am a huge, ridiculously huge fan of Ronin warriors. Or Yoroiden samurai troopers, and that was, the warlords were the bad guys, and then I just added of noodles because I'm a weirdo. So yeah. That's why. What about you?
Yay. Well, it was when I was very little, 10 years old, and really into anime and Japanese, and then Hikarian meant light, and that's always a nice thing, so... But that name is always taken on all the sides, so I just put an N at the back, and then it kind of stuck, even though I wish I could change it. So that's it for me. My name is the name of a train anime. That's very interesting.
Actually, I do have an alias. Some of you guys may know my old alias from, ages ago, which was Studio Nightbird or Nightbird or something.
Where'd that come from?
That I don't actually. I'll just be blatantly. I remember watching Black Hawk Down, and I heard the name Blackbird, and I was like, "That's a really," because I love anything to do with aviation. I love it. I'm like a huge. When I should be into cars, I'm into planes.
Planes can fly. They're better than cars.
And faster.
And kill more people when they crash.
Yeah, that's true. As what has been happening a lot lately, which is like, well, now they're kind of throwing the whole, dying in a plane crash statistics something. But yeah, like that's kind of, and I sort of was like, oh well, I don't want to use Blackbird because it's, people will know immediately where I got it from. So I thought, well, I'll add in the word night since I kind of like the word night. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a fun thing to animate. You can really use your imagination because puppets don't make sense physically.
I know, it's awesome, isn't it?
So you don't have to worry about going, oh, the shoulder has to raise and stuff. It's like, nah, just friggin' make their torsos just unhinge and stuff. Have fun with it.
What was your saddest moment in your life? Okay.
Wow, okay.
Yay!
Who wants to go first?
Fun.
Yeah, that's gonna make for a nice conversation.
I'll add in some sad music in the montage video.
Grief. Probably when my grandmother passed away, and then my cat right afterward. So it wasn't a moment as much as a week.
Yeah.
Actually, a rather terrible month, that one, but I won't go into it. But it's the sadness that everybody understands when someone goes away and never comes back.
As for me, it's probably when my father died of cancer after having had cancer 3 times in a row, which was kind of annoying. Like, we've beaten it! Nope. We've beaten it! Nope. So, yeah. And, yeah, I also had a cat that died and a lot of other animals that died around that time, so...
That is so depressing. Oh my gosh. I was like drawing like
Minecraft nerd 250, you're a horrible person.
Yeah, I know, that was a sad story. What the hell? I was drawing a character and I was meant to draw I was drawing Betsy and I was at the point of making her smile, but then you told that story and I'm like, I'll come back to that a little bit later when I'm feeling happy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really okay. Cancer. I hate cancer.
Yeah.
Don't we all? Who likes cancer?
That's what I was actually thinking, like maybe later on, if you just want to do another live stream later on in the year, we can do a charity live stream towards cancer research.
Yay! But it's your turn.
I don't really have much of a... nothing compared to Sif's. No way. Like, I'm trying to think of something that doesn't involve a death. Because, yeah, we've all talked about a death lately, and it's like, I guess when my pet cat died, Alex, that was actually kind of a miserable day for the whole family, obviously. It was also the first time that I saw my dad really obsessed about something. Like, he just went quiet the whole day, which was a complete first for me. But yes, that's my kind of sad story in comparison.
Oh. It's not fun when stuff dies.
Yeah.
Nope.
Especially when it's a family member.
No. Run We the Fallen One has a question that he's been asking for quite a while. Yeah. So should I read that one aloud?
Yeah, sure, why not?
So it's a question to Warlord of Noodles. Have you ever been completely satisfied with a piece? It sounds like he wanted an answer to that. Nope.
You know, you're never completely satisfied with anything. You have to just say, yep, this is where it's gotta stop. And then move on to the next one. And, you know, I can't watch old ones because I know every way that I want it to be fixed. And actually, that one's probably relevant to everybody. What about y'all?
What about you, Sif? You can go.
Well, my art teacher sort of has this philosophy with nothing is ever finished, but you have to choose a point where it is finished and just leave it be. So, yeah, that's kind of nice to go with. But actually, when I look back at some of my stuff, I really like watching it. It's not, I wasn't satisfied when I made it, but I like to watch it now because I can see some value in my old stuff as well. So satisfied a few years later. Yeah.
I actually have a question for all of us, I guess, that we can debate over since it'll be kind of interesting. If you could tell, like, if you could have a quote to tell everyone, and it'd be your quote, what would it be? So, for example, like Steve Jobs is, you know, think differently. What would yours be?
That's one of those where you have to think for a while as well.
I don't know. I guess maybe at this point, era in my life right now, relevancy would be from A Wrinkle of Time. I give you your faults.
That sounds evil. What?
It's actually really quite an uplifting quote if you know it in context. I kind of like that one in that context. And you should read A Wrinkle in Time if you haven't, because it's awesome.
Reading?
Or listen to it as an audiobook.
What about you, Sif? Do you have anything?
So it can just be a quote that has like been said by somebody else or something.
I guess it can be if you want to. If you like the quote, then why not?
I don't know, I'm checking through my Twitter to see if I've said anything clever at one point. But I think I've kept stuff to myself. I don't know, I'll need a bit of time for that. Yeah.
Well, I ran out of time because you're behind.
What? I'm not behind.
Are you guys already?
I've got tons of frames. I got like, oh wow, okay.
Mine's just a loop. Okay.
I was just taking my time because I expected you guys to take longer with all that.
Mine's uber simplistic, so that's probably why.
I have a question.
Something. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
You go first. I have something
Nah.
afterwards.
Alright. So you all talked about
God,
your art.
jeez. Ah.
You all talked about your art and animation styles. If you had the time to experiment and create an entire animation in someone else's style, independent or professional, what would you like to try?
Bleedmans. That might be kind of fun. Or some old, I don't know. Rankin Bass is hideously adorable. That might be kind of fun.
I've never heard of that show. I'm trying to think, but yeah, I don't know it.
What?
The
second one?
both?
Well, Bleedman is a guy that does webcomics to internets. And Rankin Bass is an old animation studio that isn't around anymore, that was here back in the days, and they had some animated specials pertaining a lot of times to literature and a lot of Christmas stuff. And they did the old animated Hobbit, if you've seen that. That'd be about the only one that I think people have actually seen.
Kind of. I've only seen the video cover of it on YouTube. Let's see, what art style would I like to go for? I would like to go for either Soul Eater or Bakemonogatari. What about you, Sif?
Yes. I don't know exactly, but I guess I always like the different art styles that Goblin comes up with. So maybe something along those lines. Or of course, you know, Studio Ghibli is always a nice animation style, but it's pretty generic at this point, I guess, kind of, in a way. So I don't know if I would want to copy it as such. But yeah, I don't know. Something also maybe something from Mechanical Apple, that animation studio. I like what they're doing. Yeah.
Just thought of making an animation together or getting involved, like voice acting in someone's video. That was my relevant question. We're making an animation together right now.
Yeah, that's actually a good. Yeah, there we go.
This dumb little puppet thing.
I guess we can also include the little animated adverts I made of us, like one of you and me, Sif, and the other one of you and me, Betsy. Just to clarify to you guys, when I did Sif's video, Sif sent me her lines like 2 weeks prior, where Betsy, on the other hand...
You didn't give them to me right away! I would have had them done!
Because I was like, oh, well, we should probably get something done, and she's like, oh, okay, then like literally I think like 4 days ago I just got the lines. So I was like, okay, I have to now animate something really quick.
I know what's
And make a spin around or something.
Yeah, I know, that was the hard part. I was like, you know, the script was kind of made by me, and I was like, you know, once I sort of gave it to Betsy, I was like, ah, shit, what have I got myself got into? Because for those of you who don't know, doing characters spinning around, or just anything spinning frame by frame wise, is a pain.
Swinger Sideshow Dance Club. That's fine. It's the big, stupid, long name.
I'm bad with names. I'm really bad with... Anyway, I
don't even know why I gave it such a long name.
It could be worse. My sister got an email, like named her email, literally like, I'm gonna try and remember it, but it was something like sugar and spice and everything nice at hotmail.com. It's like, why? Why?
You won't forget it.
Well, I guess I remembered it, but she didn't spell it with just words. She has like numbers in there as well. It's like, really? Oh yes, that's right. I keep forgetting. Betsy knows some really dumb names, and I thought it'd be interesting if we tried to pronounce them.
What?
Remember, like you kept throwing me these like names of gods and stuff at me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. All that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you made fun of me on that one. I'm gonna stick by how I said it, even though I know it's wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Tlaloc.
Tlaloc.
Pretty good. Let's see.
Wait, how's it really pronounced?
Tlaloc.
Tlaloc.
It's... Yeah.
It sounds like you're meant...
It's a T and an L put together. It's supposed to be pronounced at the same time.
Tlaloc. So pretty much just like phlegm the entire... At the start, just Tlaloc.
That should be a letter in itself. We could make it a letter.
It's like with Danish, doesn't Danish have like a letter that's a combination of like a backwards E and something?
Yeah, we have A, O, A, O, U, O, O.
I kind of haven't learned that much Danish since the last time we spoke, I think, so I've been so busy. I mean, I still only know the basics, which is like, how's it going, and g'day, which is, by the way, g'day is not only Danish, but it's also Australian for hello or good day.
Yeah, you just have to slow it down a bit in Danish. Good day, eller good day.
We just say g'day. Because the thing about Australians is that we're really lazy. We're so lazy, we try our best to shorten just normal words like afternoon. I actually said this. Actually, I'll just say it, see if people can pick this out, but I'm gonna go grab some Macca's this arvo. That's Australian, by the way. See, Australians be like, ah, yes, I get that immediately. I know Americans will be like, what the fuck? Or am I wrong, Betsy?
That one threw me. Had no idea.
Okay, I'll now say it in normal English, which is, I'm gonna go grab some McDonald's this afternoon.
I have someone on my Skype chat wanting you guys to say rød grød med fløde. Wanna give it a try?
Okay, say that again.
Yeah, rød grød med fløde. I can spell it for you, but that won't help.
Possibly.
Or...
Fløde.
Yeah,
Grød med fløde. That's
It
closest I can get.
has a very like vomiting sound to it.
What does that even mean? No. Are we saying something awful?
I don't think that means anything, does it? It's like A-E-I-O-U or something.
Yeah, no, it's red porridge with cream. Yes,
It's food.
and that's.
Good.
You can Google it. It's an actual thing that I have never tasted, but apparently, well, it's always a challenge whenever someone from not Denmark tries to speak Danish. We ask them to say "rødgrød med fløde" because that's the most difficult thing to say. You have to be able to say it in order to become a national, as a citizen in Denmark.
What a preposterous word! Oh, God! What?
And that's Chalkyotkikwe.
Wow, okay. Chow... Jesus. I'm actually now curious going, I wonder if Microsoft Sam could even say that. He'd probably be like...
They'd probably say it Chal Chiu Talikwe, which is what English speakers usually do.
Chow... How's it actually pronounced?
Chalkyotkikwe. I don't know if this mic is really picking it up all that well.
Chow Truch.
Shit. Shall you shoot liquid?
Yes. Very good.
Chow... It sounds like as if I should be like pulling on my throat to give it up. Ugh, sound. Chow Truch.
They had a lot of pronunciation in the back of the throat there for some reason. I eat whatever.
Hey, that reminds me of someone else who just eats anything. Nah, for those who don't know, Sif got sick a few hours ago because she ate something that looked funny. It's like, oh, this looks funny. I'm going to eat it.
Yay!
Oh
When she said that, I'm like, you eat things that are... What is wrong with you?
Gotta try something new.
Especially if it's seafood.
I wonder if this will be the last thing I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with that if it's candy. Like, if it's candy and lollies or something, I'm like, yeah, I'll eat anything that looks, like, funny. But when it comes to seafood, I'm a little bit more... about it.
Yeah, it was my first attempt at funny seafood, so yeah, won't be doing that again. But otherwise, I have had a nice experience in trying new foods that I haven't tried before.
You have an accent. I think we all have accents.
Yes. I have a very high society accent. Or high society. Dining like a king. Oh, very high society. I don't know. Some people say I have more of an English accent than a Australian accent. But... I'm just not really one of those people who sort of like goes around going, oh, g'day mate, how's it going? It's actually kind of weird when you hear that for the first time, like someone's like, oh, you have an interesting accent. You're like, I have an accent? What?
Really? I don't know. Northern US? Wash or warsh?
Warsh? What the hell's a warsh? Sounds like a wart or something.
Sounds kind of Irish. Are you sure you're talking to me?
The Irish accent. I always like it when they say like, oh, isn't that cute, that little wee thing over there or something. I don't know. I'm bad at accents. So yeah, if I just offended like suddenly like Irish and Scottish people or whatever, then I'm sorry. I probably just offended them by saying that as well, because apparently they get offended when you get Irish and Scottish mixed up. I'm shutting up now. I can't remember the name of the condition. I don't know. It's something where like someone who can't read very well. That's what I have.
That thing.
There's a lot of there's a lot of conditions that cause that. Dyslexia.
That's it. That's what I have.
That's the one where you see everything backwards.
Yes. So, I'm not sure people in the comments section, when I read your comments, you may notice I stutter a bit. That's my dyslexia, whatever, kicking in. They're still talking Japanese! Why are you talking Japanese near Desu? Hey, actually, now that I know that you're a try again. Because you're a Flash artist, I'm guessing you run into the same problem I do from time to time, which is when you're coloring your character, like you'll click the paint bucket in like an area, and when you do, all your lines disappear.
Yeah.
Oh
irritating.
yeah.
And sometimes you can zoom out and change the little like paint fill, don't close gap, close small gaps, or change that to a bigger one, and you don't have that problem. And somehow it gets solved.
Yeah.
If you shrink it. Little tools that you can use for animations that I have no idea about, but I've only ever used it as an animating program. I don't know how to make a game.
Just making a play button, that's enough.
Yeah!
It's like, oh, preloader. I could learn to do that, or I could just like grab the Newgrounds one and slap that on.
Yeah! I only found out that I could do that quite a long time after I started doing Flash animations. Yay, add some lens flares. That's...
More lens flares!
Yeah. I am really sorry, but this is like at 60%. I think it's because it's was such a large file that it now has to compress to a very small file. So, yeah.
Oh wait, I haven't got the lens flare set up properly. Let's change that. Track lights. Wow, okay, a little bit too bright. Holy shit. Ah! Holy crap. Ah, it's still too bright. Ah.
People don't know what's happening, and yeah, maybe elaborate a bit on that.
Oh.
What are we doing now?
Yeah, what are you working on, kid? Holy crap, it's gonna be fire in the stage if you're looking at Rick's live stream.
Now I know why you said it was too bright.
Oh my.
It needs more lens flares! It's not enough! There we go.
We are puppeteering on the surface of the sun.
Not really that much. It needs to shake more! That's so dumb. Sif?
Yeah?
You sent me the wrong file!
What?
You sent me Tales of Zale!
It's like... What? No!
I saw the display
Okay,
picture and I was like, why is it green and brown?
Sorry, I have stopped. It's not actually that bad then. It's not as bad as we thought. I'm sorry! It's 3 AM!
I was like, oh, that was weird.
Try it on Skype because it's actually just 3 megabytes, so that might be possible.
That explains why it took so long.
I'm sorry! Come on, it's 3 AM, I can make mistakes.
I love oysters!
Oysters! I'm not much of a fan of snot textured food. But that's just me.
Seafood. Rocky Mountain oysters is bull testicles.
What?
What?
Yes. Bull testicles. Seem to have put more fire into the weirdness of the chat room now.
What have you done?
I don't want to talk about it. I have something that's probably relevant to everybody. Do you have any idea when your next animation will be released?
Oh dear. Ah, that question. Well, actually, that's not too bad. The question I hate the most... I probably shouldn't be saying this because I know the chat's going to just fill up with it the second I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Is, when's the next episode of War in Minecraft? Leviosa. I hate that question.
Yes.
I think Sif just dropped out. Or did I drop out?
Eh?
Oh no. Who's still
I
here?
still hear you.
Okay. Sif's gone. No.
Connection. Hello?
There we go. Hello. Hello.
Hey. Okay. Everything got really silent for a moment, and I thought, okay, who wants to go?
Because I heard you go, and then it just went, Pirrell. Well, if I could give you all a saying in the chat, I guess this is more advice for, like, if you want, because I know quite a few of you want to get into animating or music or dancing or something. I don't know. Which is quite simply, never wait for an opportunity, make the opportunity. So there you go. That's my quote.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Don't give up.
philosophy.
That's yay.
Yeah. Because, like,
Smarter, not harder.
Tasker, notice me, senpai. That was actually weird. I'm gonna go completely off topic for a quick moment, but I actually want to make a tie with a whole bunch of hens on it. Get it? Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
No, yeah, now I get it.
Good Lord.
It'd be the greatest tie ever. It'd be like, only people who speak Japanese and know that stuff would know that's what the tie means.
No.
Because it's a tie that has hens on it.
And that would be the only thing you are wearing.
Oh god. See, when you said that, the first thing that popped in my head was like some guy covered in oil, just wearing the tie. Ugh.
You started that with that pun. Well,
Um,
thank y'all for listening and talking about weird things.
yes, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out Sif's Hikarian animations and Betsy Lee, also known as Warlord for Noodles, of Noodles,
That's going to
Noodles.
be the
Watch
charity
Hikari,
stream.
but I'm sure
All
he's
of
the only
from
reason you're
noodles.
here.
Also, thank you very much for joining me, Betsy and Sif. Thank you so much
Yes,
for joining
thank
me.
you.
Thank
you.
But yes, that's all. So, thank you for watching, and we shall see you guys next time.
Bye.
See y'all later.